200 credits per chunk. But most of it's just common stuff. So what do you think, Bailey? The neon lights are flashing, bud. Hello.
I guess I'll get into a conversation with Chiswick, pointing out some of these minerals and talking to him about stuff that are about minerals and different gemstones and stuff.
He loved his minerals. Poor Duravar. I'm already starting to miss him already. Actually, Bailey, we came into the society about the same time together. He went his way. He was actually doing some runs in the Diaspora region, and I was on another planet. I was on Castroval doing research, but we both over the years we never lost contact, and we actually both became stationed here at Absalom. I'm gonna miss the guy. Hey, what's up, Windsor? How's it going, buddy? So, anybody else doing anything else? Because your hour has gone by.
Yes, I'm going to go up to 404. 10 men. Did you find anything?
10 men.
I have not found anything.
You found information. I mean, you found out that they have hired the 21 crew.
Yeah, I relayed that information as I found it, as you know.
Well, he has hired the 20 crew via basically the Hard Scrabble Collective, yeah.
I knew there had to be some tie. I knew there had to be some tie in here.
You just like that name, Worm.
I know, Scrabble. Perfect.
You eat Scrabble?
I'm always thinking, no, it's a Scrabble Collective, and I think they got a double word score.
I've never played Scrabble. That game. Never played Scrabble.
Jiscus, thank you very much for letting us see this dorm. We have learned a lot of information.
You are very welcome, Trinkets. It is my pleasure, and I hope with your investigations, I hope you find out all of the information that we need to bring certain individuals to justice. Because I'm actually thinking, now that Tin Man here, or I'm sorry, 404, has found out that the Hard Scrabble Collective has hired the 21 crew, I'm kind of eliminating them due to the process of elimination. And I don't think they probably killed Duravar. So I'm kind of looking towards maybe the Downside Kings as the culprits in this. And thankfully, you guys killed them in Docking Bay 94 and not taking out the 21 crew.
I'm sure it's not all of them. But we may have actually brought justice to the actual killer. However, there's probably someone else behind that ordered the kill.
Maybe a mastermind. I'm sure there's
always a mastermind.
Absolutely, there's always leaders, and those leaders are always rotating. They're always coming and going and killing one another off. Not a good thing to be a part of a gang. Well, I hope you find the information that we need. I really do. I wish you luck.
The guilty will be brought to justice. Wink, wink.
He kind of flicks his antenna. Says, well, my friends, it's getting late, and I'm going to go ahead and head out and head back to my humble abode. So if you need anything, just let me know. Contact Paula, and she'll get a hold of me, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you could just go ahead and contact me on Facebook. Just go ahead and friend me and like me.
Give you some internet points.
Exactly.
Space internet points, I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Uverse points.
Okay.
And he everybody comes out. He shuts the door and he leaves. And then he says, "Oh, I almost forgot. He pulls out his little handheld device and he says, now your cards can now access your rooms as well." And he's given you guys each an individual room to stay there at Absalom Station in the living quarters area. But I do recommend if you ever do want a night out on the town, I do really recommend you going to the Moons of Sleep. It's a great place, and plus they bring you breakfast in bed. Who doesn't want breakfast in bed? I mean, come on.
That sounds great.
Well, you sure eat a lot, Yvesk. I would have died already. Anyways, my friends, society members, I will see you soon. And he takes off. So what say you, Starfinders, aka adventurers?
Space adventures.
Space Starfinders.
Found out quite a bit about Duravar Creel. Now you know about Astral. You've got another topic of interest is Astral Extractions now. And the Hard Scrabble Collective. So you have 4 topics of interest, along with the Downside
Just as an
Kings and
FYI,
21 Crew.
What's that?
Astral Extractions sounds like some kind of a hemorrhoid surgery.
Right?
It
Gotta
sounds
find
like
the head.
Yeah, like a gynecologist office or something like that. Astral Extractions.
Gotta find the head colonoscopist there.
Well, I'd say our next up is probably level 21 crew.
My son was training this kid. My son works at the movie theater, and he was showing this kid how to change the signs and stuff outside along US 1. And I drove up, and as soon as my son saw me drive up and put the window down, my son just did, "Oh shit, what is my dad gonna do?" So this kid, he was climbing up the ladder, and I said, "Excuse me, young man." I said, "In the mall over here, isn't there a gynecologist called Dr. Jackhammer? I have an appointment with him in about 5 minutes, and I'm just wondering, is it in the inside of the mall or is it in the outside of the mall?" And this kid that was working with my son just turned around like total deer in the headlights. Doctor, he said, "Dr. Jackhammer." It was, and my son just said, "That's just my dad. He's just joking around." Sorry, I guess you just had to be there. My bad. Sort of like a pun from Worm. Sorry. What's up, Devil Dog? I'm not too sure. I think there may be a community-made one. So what do you guys think? 4 topics of interest. Astral Extractions, Hard Scrabble Collective, Downside Kings, 21 Crew.
My vote's 21 crew because,
800, Dave.
yeah, they're right here. They witnessed the assassination. They've been paid off. Definitely want to talk to them.
We
That's
didn't
my
kill
vote.
them all.
Yeah, we have one we let go.
Well, actually, all 3 of the 21
What I want to
Crew,
know-
by the way.
What I want to know, oh, so there's still 21. If we would have killed somebody, then they would probably just be the 18 crew.
No, it's level 21 crew.
Challenge rating 21 Crew.
They haven't leveled up yet.
Mm-hmm.
Got new clothes now. They're the 21J crew.
Right.
So as you guys are kind of congregating, maybe, I don't know if you guys are putting your stuff into your new little apartments or whatnot, but
Yeah, if those are available to us now, yeah, I want to move in and put my nothing in it.
I'm sure you probably have stuff in a pack or something, right? Or you literally have nothing?
I don't have
'Cause
anything.
I haven't seen your character.
We only start out with 1,000 credits.
Yeah.
That's enough to get armor and a weapon.
Well, it's just like any other game. What do you want, 1 million?
No, but I mean, you don't have enough to buy. I can buy pythons and torches and a 50-foot rope.
You can't even get your
What am I
collapsible
going to do without the 50-foot rope?
Well, you've got credits now. You got 400 credits.
I have cable. Yeah, buy some cable.
He's got a 50-foot cable.
Well, that's what the women say.
Well, we just call it space rope. You dumb robot.
Space rope, Tin Man. All right, Bailey and Valix, since you guys are from Absalom Station, why don't you guys give me now that everything's kind of calming down and stuff, and you don't have Chiskus with you and all this other stuff, why don't you give me a culture check, seeing that you guys are from here. I'll see how much you actually know about the level 21 crew and also the Downside Kings. So this first roll is going to be for the 21 crew. Nice checks, guys. Both of you guys have really nice checks.
Because I like them on Facebook.
Did you like them? You get a +2 to that, so I'll add 2 more for liking them on Spacebook. I'll give you a couple more.
I did too, Dave. So that's a 10 for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So between all three of you guys, I don't know. There's some conference rooms on the floor where you guys are staying. There's a conference room if you want to kind of all congregate in there. I don't know. It's up to you. Instead of standing out in the hall or whatever. So the 21 crew, they are one of the seedy gangs in Absalom Station's lower deck. And you know that they're in fact you're doing a little bit of on the terminals that they have there, the computers. You guys are logged in and looking at data from the database as well, Bailey and Valek. Mostly you two, and you're also looking as well, Trinkets, but your check wasn't as good. But you would know this stuff, though, that their criminal activities and their endeavors include theft, fencing a bunch of stolen goods, gambling, prostitution, which for a four would like, racketeering, and smuggling. And that's pretty much, you would know that they do have a leader. There is a name that's mentioned several times, and this name is Jabaxa, Jabaxa. So you know that Jabaxa's, and actually his name is mentioned with timestamps for at least a couple of years or so.
And that's a 21 crew?
Yep. 21 crew. And then you're also looking, and this is what Valek, you find out that they have a building that's in Jabox's name, and it's called Mama Fats. And you're thinking, I think I know what Mama Fats is, actually. And because you are from Absalom Station, and you had a pretty good check, you remember seeing Mama Fats because you kind of chuckled at the name. And it's like a small little bodega store, like a little bodega. They sell groceries and whatnot, exotic stuff. Of course.
You think groceries are exotic?
It's in the low end of town. I mean, you're a Vesk. You've probably done jobs down there before and whatnot.
Oh yeah. So I guess I talk to everybody and I tell them I think I've heard of these their hideout, or this place I know downtown. It's a little scrappy, but I got some rare stuff there before, and I kind of I'm scared to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not like it's the slums or anything, Valek. It's just little lower than middle class type of area, but it's definitely not the slums. And you've seen that name pop up several times. Mama Fats.
I could lead us all there if we want.
Now, before that, why don't you guys give me a couple more of these culture checks about the Downside Kings. Wow.
Oh, baby.
Smashing checks. Wow. 15, 18, and 25. Holy shit. Pretty good. Now, you know that you're starting to read a little bit about them. You're finding some information as well in the database. And plus, you guys can recall a little bit, seeing that you're from here. They're a pretty brutal street gang. They actually control several decks of Absalom Station, and they're a much bigger gang than what the 21 crew is. You know, they do a lot of intimidation, a lot of violence. They provide a lot of, and I'm doing finger air quotes here, security for businesses and whatnot. But they have a lot of a very wide range of illegal activities: extortion, fraud, robbery, smuggling, theft, drugs, arms trafficking, kidnapping, murder for hire, trafficking sentient species. I mean, they're pretty much into everything. The Downside Kings are.
I think we killed them all.
Yeah, they're definitely into that stuff. And now, as for trinkets, as you're kind of doing a little bit of searching, there is a small little, you found on one of the, like a space Reddit, you actually found a conversation where both of the gangs were kind of going back and forth with one another.
Flame war.
Yeah, a space war.
Nice.
And
Some space flame war.
it mentions a current change of power with the Downside Kings, and changes are going to start happening with this new leader that they have. And it says she is going to start taking us to a whole new level, and you guys are going to get your asses kicked pretty much. And the name that's mentioned is Ferrani Nadaz. Ferani, Ferrani Nadaz, Nadaz. And it seems like she's come into power within the last couple of months or so. Looks like she's running things now in the Downside Kings.
Did it say what race?
No, it doesn't. But it seems like that would be maybe a human, or maybe one of the other Galarian
based
types
on the
of
names?
races. Yeah, that type of
Okay.
name would probably be human, or maybe elf or half elf or something like that.
Okay.
And in fact, I'm going to even go that much further. And there's a place of business for them as well. They have a place of business, but it just talks about there's going to be a lot of music and a lot of dancing happening, but it doesn't give any kind of name or anything like that. But you know that they have a base of operation. You just don't know where. So what do you think?
Well, someone said they knew the direction of Mama Fat.
Yeah, that would be.
I do.
That would be Valak for sure.
Sweet Mama Fat.
Wait, now she's part of the 21 crew, right?
Yeah. No, Mama Fats
No.
is actually the name of a small bodega, or a little specialty food store.
Yeah, that's where the Jaboxa, like his name is on that property.
Yeah. Jaboxa.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay.
seeing that
So it's
you
tied to
are-
level 21 crew.
Yeah, he's tied to the well, that name is tied to the 2021 crew. Why don't you
Yeah.
give me a culture check, Trinkets, because you are an envoy and you are a diplomatic type of have a diplomatic type of personality.
Oh my god! And then I roll bad.
That's in computers too.
Is that the correct roll for you? +6?
Oh, did I hit computer?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a +6 too. Also, so I won't cheat and reroll.
Same thing, yeah. Well, I wouldn't have taken the second roll anyway. So that name would probably be associated with maybe a Yasaki.
What, the Jaboxa?
Yeah, Jaboxa. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna think of that anyway, actually.
Yeah, you're not you can't guarantee it, but yeah, it would definitely be some type of maybe a Yasaki.
I say that out loud. That Jaboxa name sounds maybe like a little rat guy.
Sounds delicious.
You dirty rat.
I only say it that way because there aren't any rats around.
So onward.
Onward!
Wilbur.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to Mama Fats.
Sounds good. I guess I'll lead everybody there.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to hold hands, or do you want to just have us follow you?
Don't touch me, robot.
I'm just gonna follow.
I think
I'll hold your tail as we go. Whoopee! Wee!
And Vesk do have tails, that's for sure. I mean, their artwork does have tails. All right, so you guys get your stuff put away, whatever you have, and you get them to the area of Valek down in the lower spires of Absalom Station. You've done a lot of work, air quotes, work down in that area as well. And you get to Mama Fats. And it is on the 21st deck of the spike, which the spike is what's hanging down from Absalom Station.
Guys, I sense a theme.
Yeah. And like I said, the surrounding neighborhood is low end. It's not middle class, but it's not quite a slum. And why don't you guys give me culture checks as well as you're walking through the streets and the alleys?
Man, I'm so glad I took this culture skill. I just wish I could roll better.
Culture
In your
is,
face.
Culture is definitely pretty important here. Nice rolls. So you guys can actually, just about all of you guys see a lot of graffiti that's on the walls, and a lot of the tags as you're walking through this the neighborhood on the 21st deck here, and this is all marked as territory of the 21 crew. And actually, I'll even go as much to say as 404. You can kind of see that you have the highest check. There's a lot of markings and arrows that are kind of, I guess you could say, nonchalantly hidden into all of the different graffiti, and it's all kind of pointing towards the way that you guys are going. That Valek is taking you to Mama Fats, and there you guys are. You guys are at the grocery store, and it's got a lot of different sausages hanging in the window. There's a couple of exotic-looking large eggs that
There's
are
not a
sitting in
sausage
baskets.
Ooh, is there any Vesk eggs? Those things are delicious.
Oh boy.
Terrible.
Yeah. And also in this graffiti, there's also hidden messages that if you are looking to have the 21 crew do anything for you, to leave a mark and you'll be contacted. So that's in the graffiti. But then again, you guys are standing out front of Mama Fat's bodega and grocery. Well, Mama Fat's grocery.
So looking around Mama Fat's grocery, does it look like there are 21 crew or people like that that are just like milling around, trying to guard everything and, you know, that kind of stuff?
Give me a perception check, 404. But, you know, you kind of take a look around and there's kids playing in the street. It's like any other neighborhood. Just because it's not the richest neighborhood, there's still people walking around. You know, there are, you know, speeders going around. There's, you know, traffic up, you know, you can see outside of the large windows and stuff, and there's speeders going by in lanes of traffic. And so, yeah, I mean,
I don't see any like people like milling around outside of Mama Fat's with, you know, checking people for guns and stuff.
No.
Yeah, you rolled terribly.
No,
Yeah,
in fact, you don't even see any kind of presence here of the authorities. You don't even see any kind of presence now.
That sounds like a great idea.
Do I see any suspicious Isaki that aren't obviously shopping?
You can give me a perception check, but inside of the store, it's not very big. It may be about the size of, maybe twice the size of maybe a Circle K or a 7-Eleven convenience store. It's not very big. There's only a couple of workers, and they're humans, and of course they're wearing aprons and whatnot, and they ask if you need any kind of help.
Always run the Circle Ks.
There's also a little butcher stand in the back. There's a little produce, and there's in the corners a small little bakery where you can get baked goods and stuff.
But I think there's a dwarf that runs the local 7-Eleven around there.
Trinkets, before you came inside, you could see a couple of Yasakis. Kind of actually they looked like they were mechanics, and they were repairing an advertising board. Looks like they were repairing the screen. Looked like it had been broken and only half of it was working, and you could see that they had panels up there and stuff trying to fix it. But inside of Mama Fat's, you don't see any Yasakis at all. Just a couple of humans. You see a butcher, and then you see a couple other employees kind of walking around helping people. A couple of cashiers. Not too many people.
Okay, guys, let's huddle up here. Everyone around.
I'll move close to you. I might just get really super close, like annoyingly close. And then I have like an inquisitive icon, emoticon is on my screen, and I'm like inches from your face, and your breath is like fogging up my visor. I just stare right at you, blinking.
I slowly push him away. Not that close.
Can I help you all? Are you guys looking for anything in particular? Here's also a flyer of all of our specials today. No help?
No,
Any
sorry.
help?
I'm sorry, I was hitting the button. Something happened here.
No problem.
Anyway.
An employee comes up to all of you.
All right, what does this employee look like?
A human, female.
Okay, yeah. You were doing your human female voice, weren't you? Okay,
yes.
my bad.
Yes. Hello. Would you need any help? I'm here to help if you need any. You need help finding anything, or yes?
Yeah. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't have the time to make a mark and wait for anyone to contact me. So, if I can go ahead and speak to someone in the 20-week crew, that'd be nice.
She just kind of
just lay it out there.
She She says, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no, what is this? What is this 21 crew that you speak of? I don't know. Why don't you give me a, I believe it's sense motive in Starfinder.
I was gonna say,
Got
if
it
not,
for
I'd
you.
like to do an intimidate check.
I'm
Yeah.
going to try to persuade her if this doesn't work.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just looking for cheese puffs.
Yeah, cheesy poofs. Yeah, and with the weight gain
That's-
5,000 that Cartman wanted to. Yeah, there's
It's space cheese puffs.
that's right.
Right,
Everything
right.
has space in front of it. Yeah, space gain 5,000. There we go. So, yeah, this girl, her name is Donna. On her little name tag that says, "Welcome to
that's
Mama Fats. Welcome to Mama Fats. My name is such and such." So, yeah, you can definitely tell that she is not telling you the truth, and plus you can see the way that the way her body's reacting and stuff. She's kind of like looking around and speaking very quietly and whatnot. So yeah, you can tell that she knows something.
I look at her and I point to the rest of my crew. I said, "Look at us. Do we look like we're shopping? Seriously, let's do this." I want to do my first.
Give me a persuasion check. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, it doesn't have persuasion either. It's
Well,
bluff. It's bluff.
It would be bluff. Yeah. I'm so used to 5e.
Right. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. That's my fail as well.
We're some noobs to Starfinder, so. Oh, nice.
Plus I get a
Still
D6.
got a nice bonus. She says,
So that's 19.
wait right here. I'll be right. I'll be right back. Just wait right here. She kind of scurries off, and when she scurries off, as she's walking down the aisle, as she gets to the end, she knocks over not all of it, but she knocks over a couple of boxes of cereal, and then you can see that on the wall, a door opens up, and then it closes.
Oh, okay. So we kind of see it behind the counter. We don't see her enter, and just the door open and close.
Pretty much, yeah. You don't hear her say
Okay.
anything.
Well, guys, I guess we'll just wait. Oh, and be ready for anything.
So about 2 or 3 minutes go by, and you hear that same door, and you hear the door squeak open, and she comes back over to where you guys are at, and she says, "Jaboxa will see you now." And then she doesn't even say anything else, and she says, "Follow me quickly." So she takes you over to that door.
Sweet.
Is she going first?
Yeah, she doesn't even go inside. She opens up the door for you guys, and I'm going to share a little map with you guys. There we go.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, Valak, you see Surfer Dude over there, and
I yell out, "Brah!"
he just kind of bruh. So you guys are escorted to the back of that room, and you can see that there is a Yasaki sitting behind a desk, and you can see that he has 3 of his members over kind of on his left-hand side, which you 3 recognize as the 3 members of the 21 crew that was down in docking bay number 94. And he invites you in, and he says, "Have a seat." And then he looks over towards one of his crew, and he says, "Get these guys something to drink, will you?" So,
Which is the one that shot me, Dave.
could be.
I'm gonna put a sad face on my emoticon, like an angry emoticon face, and just track him. My head twisting all the way around as that guy goes to get drinks for people.
Oh, creepy.
So he tells you, you guys go ahead and shut the door behind you, have a seat, and looks over to his crew, get these guys something to drink. he goes over to a like a very large bucket, like a big plastic bucket. Looks like he's making some kind of like bathhouse gin or something like that. It's got some tubes and Bunsen burners and shit like that under it. And he says, pull up a chair. There's some chairs on the wall. And he says, so what can I do for you? What can the 21 crew do for you? And let me ask you, the only reason why I'm letting you in here right now and you're not going to be dead back behind my my bodega here is because you guys are the ones down in Docking Bay 94 and you helped my guys out here and you let them go. And I appreciate that. So that's why I'm letting you in. But don't, and I'm going to tell you this right now, don't ever come in here again and just demand to speak to the crew. It doesn't work like that. You get my drift?
Well, if everything works out fine, this will be the only time we meet.
Well, I'm always looking for more business partners. So is that why you're here? Are you looking to make a little bit of coin? You need some help? What do you need from the 21 crew? We owe you one. So what do you need? Some information? What do you need?
Well, I pull up my little device, and it has a picture of Durgar crew on it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know these guys, this guy, right?
I have no clue who that dwarf is. Who is it? What does he have to do with me? And then one of his crew over there says, that guy was killed on the docking bay. And then he kind of goes into telling him that he actually was with the collective and stuff. And then Jaboxa, he tells you, now if that guy is who my crew's telling, we wouldn't kill that guy. Because we were there at the dock. We were there to provide security so the Downside Kings wouldn't do anything stupid. So if you want to find out who killed that guy, who killed that dwarf, I would go and talk to them. But I'm telling you, if my guy said he didn't kill him, my guy didn't kill him. And I didn't give the order.
I don't think you did kill him.
No,
Although
we're just providing
your
security.
job of providing security wasn't so good. So
And why do you say that, Tin Man?
who hired you to provide security for that guy?
The Hard Scrabble Collective. We've done work for them in the past. We they even hired us not to even rough anybody up. We were just there to make sure that the Downside Kings did absolutely nothing. I'm telling you right now, they started shooting first. So that's why my guy shot back. But no, I did not put a hit out on your dwarf friend. I would not do that. Honestly, do you think I want the Starfinder Society coming after me? I can see all of your Starfinder Society badges. Do you think I want anything to do with that? No, I don't. I like to have my little slice of the pie down here on level 21. This is all I want. I don't want to expand. This is it. I make enough to survive. I'm happy. My guys, they live a good life. No, but I'm telling you, the downside Kings, they probably murdered your dwarf friend.
What, Dave? How old does this Yasaki look?
He probably looks middle-aged or so for a Yasaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Dave, does he have any tattoos? Or as I like to call them, rat-toos?
On his furred skin?
The space tattoos? No, he has nothing. No, he doesn't. No. He says you may want to head over to their base of operation, and you may want to talk to Ferrani Nadaz. She's a barbarous human woman, and she's a total bitch. So you could probably get it out of her. And in fact, if you take her out, I'd probably even reward you.
I wanna huddle up with my team here for a second, and not be super loud so people can overhear me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna huddle up with the group here, and I'm gonna just convey my observation. My observation is that whoever hired these guys, they obviously did it so that when the other guys would show up, that everybody would think it's a gang war, so that so the dwarf would get executed. So I think we have to find out who's hired both of these guys, and then talk to them so we can figure out who executed the dwarf for real.
Robot, you're so funny. You're overthinking this. Hard Scrabble Crew Collective has been hiring these guys off and on for a long time. I think
for several years.
They were there to protect. They were there to protect one of the Hard Scrabble Collective members. They did an extremely poor job at it, though.
Yeah. Now Jaboxa, he gets onto the he pulls out his phone and he makes a call and he goes, "Excuse me, I need to make a phone call really quick." And he kind of leans back in his chair and kicks his feet up on the desk and he starts talking in a tongue that you really don't recognize. And this is going on as you guys are, and as this is going on as you guys are, congregating in your little circle there. And then as you guys get done, he clicks his phone shut. He's got one of those old, like early 2000 flip phones and stuff, And nice. he closes the phone and he says, "Well, I just got off of the phone with one of my lieutenants, and I know who killed your dwarf friend." This is
dun dun dun.
Oh, fortuitous information. We came at just the right time.
Hey, I'm a man of my word. Did I not tell you that I was going to take care of you, huh? Did I not tell you that?
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. All right.
And I'll repay you too, just as soon as you tell me that.
Well, anyways, you can go ahead and you can get with the Downside Kings because their leader is the one that put the hit out on that dwarf. And your dwarf was killed because of the Downside Kings, and they were just contracted by Astral Extractions. So you might even want to talk to them as well.
That makes sense. It's like a mining war.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. There's a couple of days ago.
Don't let me stop you.
This is going to be public knowledge, and there's a lot of advertising screens and stuff, sort of like when we were playing Titan's Grave Worm and Trinkets, when you guys became famous and saw yourselves up on the TV screens and all that stuff. Well, there's a lot of public kiosks and stuff that has TV channels, and there's been a lot of talk about this ship that showed up at Absalom Station, and the crew was nowhere on this ship. And the name of the ship is called the Acreon, Acreon. And it had this huge meteor in tow. And as it came into Absalom Station, there was no crew on board. So you could just imagine all of the rumors of what's happened with this ship. Well, your friend here, Jaboxa, he tells you that Astral Extractions is trying to get that meteor, even though the collective, that's their ship. And the ship has the meteor in tow, and they're claiming it. So now the Hard Scrabble Collective and Astral Extractions, they're fighting over this big chunk of rock. Why? Who knows? He says there's probably some minerals on it that may be worth a bunch of money.
Why? Because it's mine. Mine. And
forget the robot.
Now you say the ship's empty, huh? And it needs a crew.
There was
It's carrying an
absolutely
asteroid.
no crew. Exactly. The crew was not on the ship as it came to Absalom Station. No crew at all.
Where is it right now?
It has been taken out into an orbit, a safe distance from Absalom Station,
Under whose authority?
under a third party that is going to be doing an investigation on who to give the meteor to. So there's going to be a mediation trial between the Hardscrabble Collective and Astral Extractions. So that's why your friend was probably killed. And it wasn't us.
All right, thank you, Jaboxa. For payment, I'll give you two things of advice here. Number
I'm
one,
all ears.
let's go ahead and
I'm
let's go-
listening.
That's very funny. Thank you. The first one, I hate to say it's very obvious that it's not the meteor until it enters the atmosphere. It's an asteroid.
It's
And
an asteroid
secondly-
or a meteor, same thing. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Okay. And
I'll
secondly,
write Pathfinder. I'll write Paizo and let him know.
well, did they say meteor really?
I'll contact him.
Okay.
And secondly, what was?
And secondly, you can't run a gang like that. You can't just sit and say, I'm good to where I am. You have your rivals are getting bigger all the time. Eventually you won't exist at all.
Well, hey, when they come on my turf, we'll take care of them.
I move up a little bit and I say, how much to take out this lady?
I'll tell you what.
Also, yes, good question.
He kind of ponders on it a couple seconds and puts his
One
hand
meteor.
on his chin, and he I'll tell you what, you helped my guys out. I'll give you 500 credits apiece to take that bitch out.
To kill a gang boss.
That's 2,000 out of my pocket. You see what I'm saying? That's a lot of credits.
Okay.
Give me a diplomacy. Give me a diplomacy check really quick.
Quick question. Do you mean take out to dinner or take out and kill?
What do you think, Tinhead?
If you mean eat, I'll eat her.
First one, then the other.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 1,000 apiece.
Oh,
That's all I'm giving you. And if you don't want that, then I'm not going to give you anything.
Okay, stop. I'll take the 1,000 each.
Half now or all now?
Shut up, robot. You just said 1,000 each. Shut up.
I'll tell you
Don't
what.
say anything else.
I'll give you
No,
1,000
that's
apiece
good.
when
We're
you
fine.
bring me her head.
Okay.
Bring me your head, and I'll give you 1,000 apiece.
Okay, I'm also interested in something maybe a little more lucrative. How about? Because once she is gone, we're going to destroy the Downside Kings from the inside out. We're going to destroy that whole gang,
I'm
right?
listening. I like the sound of that. I'm listening.
You be ready to move into their turf. You got the manpower for it.
I can get the manpower. Yeah, I can.
All right. So once you do, we want 10% cut of all your profits
Ooh.
for a year.
Give me a diplomacy check. 6 months and you got a deal.
9 months.
Deal. 9 months is good.
Great.
oh boy.
Yay! We
I'm
got
gonna
an
need power over it.
When this is all over, I'll let you contact my banker. You give him all of your information, and then we'll just automatically wire it to you on a monthly basis. 10%, 9 months.
Okay.
Plus, I don't have to pay taxes. Ever.
You only have to pay taxes on what you report.
Is there any way also we could get maybe a contact for that scribe collective?
Wait, what? Oh, the Hard Scrabble Collective?
Yeah, I'll get it to you.
Okay,
Perfect.
good. Thanks.
Yeah, he gets the
was good thinking.
information from you guys, from your tablets, and he says, "I'll just follow you on MySpace."
All right.
No, he tells you that he'll get you the contact, and he says that actually they'll probably reach out to you.
Dave, I just have to say that was so funny with the negotiations. Thank you.
Yeah, from the 5 to 3 to 1,000.
Yeah, that was so good.
What is the sign, by the way, to contact you? Do like pee on the corner or something?
It's in the graffiti. You just leave a mark on the graffiti. He goes, "I got eyes everywhere down here."
I
Well,
hope it's not peeing in the corner, or we've just been talking to these guys for half an hour.
5 to 3
my
to
God.
1,000. I love it. I mean, you go right in and to his bodega, and luckily you guys didn't kill the 21 crew. That was, you guys chose the right side to fight. That's for sure. That was good.
Trinket's got it worked out.
Yeah. Plus you guys had a lot of good diplomacy checks too. So. All right.
She's an
Alright.
envoy. That's what she does.
So you
See
guys
ya,
are gonna get- Dude, brah, thanks again, man. Saved our necks out there. All right, so we found out information about Durver Creel. You guys need
They
to...
told us where it was, right? Sorry.
Not yet. They didn't tell you anything about the Hard Scrabble Collective. They don't have an office or a base of operation here. Not in Absalom Station. And you also know that there's Astral Extractions are involved. There's this ship called the Acreon that has this asteroid in tow, and it's actually been called the Drift Rock, and it's been pulled into a safe orbit away from Absalom Station. And the last bit of information that you get is the name of the base of operations for the Downside Kings, and it is called the Fusion Queen. And it is a nightclub in the lower levels, basically at about level 25 and below. That's where the Downside Kings rule. And there is a 24-hour hotspot that's called the Fusion Queen. And that's the front for the Downside Kings. I think you had some great negotiation for if you guys can take out the Downside Kings, you'll get a 10% profit for 9 months. That's pretty nice. Good work on that. So that's where we'll go ahead and we'll end for today as you guys leave Mama Fats. The information is going to be given to you, and the Hard Scrabble Collective, like Jabox has said, will probably reach out and contact you first. So there we go, everybody. Great first session.